Yo guys, welcome back to Videomas Day. I was going to go for my hands, but both hands are full, the camera and my iPad in my hand. Yes. So today's video is probably going to be another shortish one, but it's actually got a topic to it today. Yeah, I'm sorry for this. This is just best spot I could be. Yeah. So today's video is going to be my most anticipated movies for the rest of 2024, which as of this day it is the 4th of December. So that's 3 and a bit weeks. Yeah. So there's not really many movies coming out because that would mean there's a total of around 4 Thursdays for cinema releases and that. So yeah, there's about 4 on here. Hopefully you enjoy whatever movies come out in the next couple months or the next couple weeks. Yeah. So I'm going off Australian release dates, which, as you probably would know, I am in Australia. Yeah. So there's no real order. The first is Sonic the Hedgehog 3, which I know there's been 2 movies before, which the first one was a surprising hit, which came out in 2020 when COVID was having its peak. Or I think it was one of the last movies before COVID hit cinemas massively in 2020. But it was still a hit because it was probably the first video game adaptation of a movie that actually portrayed the video game really well. And just the actors worked. James Marsden, Ben Schwartz as Sonic, and you had Jim Carrey playing Dr. Robotnik, who at that point hadn't had a big role for a while, probably since the Dumb and Dumber sequel in about 2014, but he might have been in some other stuff. Yeah, so that's an anticipated movie. It looks like it's going to possibly finish off a solid trilogy of movies. I think I definitely enjoyed the first one more than the second one, but I could see why the second one was also solid. It just felt a tiny bit too long. But yeah, so that's Sonic the Hedgehog 3. Jim Carrey's back to playing 2 characters. He loves doing that. Yeah. So we've got, the next is a surprise one, possibly. It is Mufasa, the Lion King, which is I think it's a prequel / sequel to the 2019 live action remake of The Lion King, which I will put myself into that group that I sort of didn't really mind the live action Lion King. I could see how people could definitely be annoyed because it was too photorealistic. It was around that point where Disney was basically remaking everything because you had Lion King, Dumbo, Lilo and Stitch is in the future soon. Yeah, but who knows? They really can't top the original Lion King from 1994 though. So what a time to have to do a sequel. The third is probably another one that not many people would be not surprised to hear, but surprised to hear on the most anticipated list. It is the next SSU universe movie, which is Sony's Spider-Man universe without a Spider-Man. It is Kraven the Hunter, with Sony's supposed terrible box office and reviews and that for Madam Web. I don't think anyone is expecting any SSU movies to do really well, but for me, Kraven looks like it could be possibly a step in the right direction because they also had Venom: The Last Dance come out in October, which I will say I've enjoyed most of what the Sony universe has put out, which that's probably something that you don't hear much people talk about. But yeah, I enjoyed Venom, enjoyed Madam Web to it. Yeah, I enjoyed Madam Web for what it was. Haven't seen Morbius. And that's actually that. That's actually it, isn't it? Yeah, so the 3 Venoms, which I really enjoyed those. Yeah, we'll see what Craven brings. Looks to be a bit darker than Madam Web. Yeah, so the last one is possibly a surprise to you, as you might have known. I might have said in some videos in the past how I have never watched the Peter Jackson Lord of the Rings movies that came out in the early 2000s. Yeah, that's surprising to you, maybe. And they've got the Lord of the Rings, The War of Rohirrim. That is probably being butchered, but they've got an animated prequel to the Peter Jackson movies, which I guess is going back to sort of where they began, because in 1978, I believe, it was Lord of the Rings was an animated movie. Yeah. So just to recap that, it was Sonic the Hedgehog 3, Mufasa the Lion King, Craven the Hunter, The Lord of the Rings, The War of Rohirrim. Yeah, so thanks for watching Videomas Day 4. I'll see you tomorrow for Day 5. See ya.